Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with iKobi, the man of the hour, the guy, the developer guy here, and he's going to be showing us some amazing technology of what is possible for users and businesses using Lovable. How easy it is to make software now. iKobi, tell us more about like who you are, what you're doing right now in the space, and let's just get this started, man.
Hey guys, I'm iKobi, a good friend of Jonathan, and currently I'm a DevOps engineer. I'm really good at creating scalable, highly available infrastructure. But before I was a DevOps engineer professionally, I was more full stack, but I was also very weak when it came to front-end development. Right. So with the explosion of AI now and the tool that I'm about to show you today, Lovable, I've been able to leverage my expertise in infrastructure and backend development and create solutions way faster than I would have before because Lovable can handle the front end and I can handle the architecting and everything else on the back end. Um, Another thing
Okay,
about me, I am
okay.
also cloud certified. I am a professional cloud architect, GCP. So that's where I also have the expertise in architecting software. And yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so Kobe, let me know. At the end of this video, what will persons be able to learn about Lovable? Like what can they get from this? What's the value here?
Well, I hope that at the end of this video, you will see how Lovable could become your front end, well, not your complete front end developer, but because you still have to do some work, but it will allow you to cut down development time from probably 2 months to maybe a week or two, depending on how skilled you are at using this software. And I want to show you how powerful it is in creating something aesthetically pleasing, which is what a lot of Jamaican companies especially struggled to do in
Yeah,
previous years. I've always had the conversation that, you could go on a Jamaican website and you could tell when it's a Jamaican website.
that
So
is
with
for
these
sure.
AI tools, we can create incredible looking things now that are up to standard of large tech firms and large tech companies. So that's what I want to show you, as well as I want to show you my personal or a method that I personally like to use things to keep it modular and keeping things separate so that you are able to build large scale enterprise software using these technologies.
Nice. All right, let's get it underway. What are we gonna build today? What are we gonna build today? Like what's something that's simple but yet we can showcase the elegancy? Do you think we should like tackle like a you brought up something that's so wholeheartedly agree with you. Like most Jamaican websites look as if they've built back before bread got sliced. So I
Yep.
think we should build today like an elegant front end. Like let's please show people like there's no need to have those WordPress websites up anymore. Elementor with some basic elements. Let's get something beautiful going for a like a government website. Yeah, let's redo a government website.
Okay. Let me see something. NIS. So recently, my mom reached out to me. She was like, she tried to use the
Oh wow, it doesn't even work.
NIS website, right? And she was like, "Can't you build something better and give it to them?" She was asking me. She was like, "Can't you build something better and give it to them because this is so terrible?" And etc. 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 So, like how you said, a government website. If this would load, let's see if
So we
we
can
can
even, yeah, look
rebuild
at that. Slow loading speeds.
a government website. All right. So let's analyze what's needed on the page. So your regular header.
Uh,
Can I save this image? Let me see. Let's see. Let's show label logo. All right. Let's save that image. So header. It's gonna be the logo.
uh,
Agencies and departments. So what I would like to do, I would write this down. 1 second.
no problem.
Someone on Mac. Oh, so I can show you guys what I'm doing.
Okay. So take
So
us through
search.
what's the process here of you building out this website here?
Let me just before you. Yeah, whatever. Let me just get to my the dev folder. I like how a dev folder that's working. This is going to be for cd into fun. Let me create a file. Big name. So just love.txt. I head over to this in VS Code. I was gonna put this up.
Ah, yes, the VS Code. So is this your process? You kind of like write out what you want to do before you start like going in?
Yeah, it's good practice to make a plan or in terms of write out exactly what you want
Mm-hmm.
um before you go on to making things. Or so you get the scope identified early.
Makes sense. Okay, okay.
All right, so we're going to map out what we want in a small
Mhm.
text file. So we want a header. Inside that header, we want
Could you zoom in a bit so the person's on screen can see? It's a little hard to read it.
the text.
Yeah, 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 on the VS Code side.
Okay.
So zoom in a couple times. I don't know what the commands are on Mac, but on Windows it's Control Shift like plus plus. Give us like two more zooms. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
You're saying. So we're gonna do over the header, you're saying.
Yep. Going to do the header.
Mm-hmm.
Going to do agencies and departments,
Mm-hmm.
and they have quite a few.
Yeah, we can just what we offer.
User updates from ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Going to skip CR events. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
CS in action.
Oh yeah, papers. I didn't know there's such papers. I'm actually getting educated here myself. I didn't
Papers.
know. And a video section.
Just a second.
Okay, cool. And
Okay.
just to let you guys know who are watching, you don't have to do this in VS Code, right? iKobi is a developer. I've been doing this for more than probably how long I've been alive for, right? So, so you guys can use, whatever platform text editor you're most familiar with, for sure. So
Okay.
we have the layout structure of our front end here.
Yep. So another good tip is
Mm-hmm.
if you want, so we can take this and then we can head over to ChatGPT
Mm.
and ask ChatGPT to populate it. Right.
Oh,
But
this, oh.
because I want to clone the website a bit more closely,
Mm-hmm.
so I also want the information from it. So I'm rearranging this to see if I can get a good layout so that I can screenshot it and upload it to Lovable.
Nice,
All
nice.
right. Because the goal is we're recreating it just to make it a little bit more appealing,
User, right.
but I don't want to have to manually enter all these things. So if Lovable can see it, it can mimic it.
Yeah, it's very cool that a lot of these the AI models, large language models that are out now actually have vision like baked in to the design. So like persons can
Yep.
just throw up things. And what's cool is that it can also read the text of things. So like now when we reach the agencies and department section, you're gonna find that it's gonna be able to rip all of that information off of it.
And even come up with mock data based off of what it is.
Yeah.
So if it rips something and it needs more, it's able to just create okay filler information.
Yeah.
So back in
I
the day
think
we would lorem ipsum it, but
yeah.
now AI
Yeah.
can make something
Yeah.
okay to get us started.
No, no, definitely. Like, for starter, like even when I'm developing now, I find that I actually ask it, yo, give me mock data. Like, I don't want lorem ipsum. Like, I actually want, since I have the option now, and honestly, based sometimes if you give it context of what you're building, a lot of the times, like when I'm doing AI design for companies, like I'm doing a courier service, and when
Mhm.
I asked it for mock data, it got it pretty close. It actually gave some really good copy design to the website that I was developing. It's pretty cool. Pretty
So
cool.
let's creating or cloning slash slightly improving. No, not slightly.
No, we are improving. Nah, not
Improving
slightly.
the Ministry of Labor and Social. Was it Social Security? Is that what it is?
Social, no,
Social.
the national insurance scheme.
Let me go back to
Social
that.
Security.
National Insurance Scheme.
Yes,
Sorry.
sir.
The sections that I would want, not that I want. It should be very clear. The
Yeah,
models that I want on the website is, and then we go with these sections over here.
right.
So since I have spaces over there, I'm not going to copy it because I don't want the line skips in it.
Mm-hmm.
So header, agencies, departments,
Like, what we are for.
offers, videos. So I'm going to do, I am going to upload some screenshots from the current website that will contain the information currently on the website. I want you to rip that information, rip that content, and improve where needed, but also just repeat and create the correct components to match. But I want you to also improve all the components where possible or where you see fit. Nah, components as much as you can. Alright, let's go. So I'm gonna upload.
Your prompting strategy is so interesting. Like you're very direct. Like you're almost like commandeering and just talking to it in a very conversational style.
Yep. But it depends because let's say if I wanted
Mm,
AI to create some PDF
mm,
for me, then I might
mm,
have the layout exactly what I want of the PDF and what information should be inside of it.
mm,
Right? Like, yeah, yeah. So, but
mm,
for starting, I normally like to give it some nuance when I just like when I'm creating, like
mm.
websites or whatever, just to see
Right.
because there is a lot of times that there's a lot of things that you don't think up on the spot where AI will be able to pick up and offer the best solution, right? So I find that really good. So I like to give my first prompts a lot of room um for AI to do whatever it wants to do, unless
Okay. Okay.
I have a strict document that I'm already working with.
Right. Right. So you
Yeah.
kind of give it like a bit of creative liberty for that first dry run, and then after we kind of edit and go through. Is that
Yep.
kind of the vibe?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So let's attach those images, man. Let's see what it cooks for us here.
And for those images, for screenshots. Whoa,
No,
that did not get dragged.
like that's all. Nice.
All right, let's see what Lovable cooks up as soon as those are
Let's see.
uploaded.
Yeah. All right. So
So on the right,
what I love about Lovable, lol, is that you find that when you give it a bit of creative liberty, it tends to cook like a lot. Even
yes,
on like first iterations, it can one shot like such good design. It's kind of insane from where it's coming from. I find that in terms of design, it and Bold are for sure at the top.
for
Like I have
sure.
to admit. Like I have to admit.
For sure. The only thing that I could say though is that after that first prompt or that first few prompts, you really have to start to dive in to tailoring it to look more unique. Because unless you really decide that you want it to look unique, um, it can end up looking a bit generic. Clean, aesthetically pleasing, yes, but a bit generic. So what I like to do is that I like to, after I get all the content where I want it to be,
Okay.
I go in and I just like zone in on specific components and tell it to make it prettier, basically. So I'm telling it, I'm adding my unique spin of specific components, telling it to shape it a specific way, look a specific way, etc. And I do this especially tailored to the project and to the company that I'm creating something for.
Yeah. Definitely branding is huge within AI because a lot of the times it's using the data it's been trained on like all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna give you like the generic, like just stuff that it knows, right? But I find that if you give it even special keywords as well, like you're saying before, in order to achieve specific aesthetically pleasing designs, like if you say, oh, glass morphism and skeuomorphism and frosted transparent, like it tends to be able to pick up on those cues and give you that as a result within it.
Yep.
I think it was like the CEO of Nvidia who said that, yo, like right now, English is the hugest language right now, coding
This
language.
is the
And I
new
believe him.
programming language.
English is the new programming language. So okay, so take us through here, man. It whipped up something.
Okay, so let me close this part.
I wish I had a timer. That was like what, 2 minutes we were talking for?
Probably, maybe a bit more. Let's say like probably three. So
Mm,
it gave us a header. Very rough.
mm,
There's no logo yet because I did not add the logo. So I will
mm,
be adding the logo after we walk through this page. So as you can see, give us a header, no
mm.
logo, but it gave us. Let's compare this to the website.
Oh yeah, well, that's a good test. Was it accurate?
Yeah, let's
Was
compare
it
this to the website.
accurate?
So this bar.
Yeah.
So Ministry of Labor and Security.
Yeah.
It now gave us a hamburger menu for the navigation. As you can
Yeah.
see, we
So
had
it's
a
actually mobile responsive now.
yep,
Sick.
we had an issue where on a phone that this wouldn't look the best. Okay, gave us a
Completely. Yeah.
hamburger when it
Break.
gets slim enough. So not bad. Okay, head on. First place where the video would be. This is here.
Uh,
Moving on to agencies and departments. We have all of these things here.
yeah. It got all
Without,
of them actually.
yep,
Yeah. Oh,
this
nice.
without
Nice.
any images. Goes on to what we offer.
Oh wow! It actually got it bar for bar.
Bar.
Oh,
Even
that's nice.
truncated the text.
Yeah. Automatically. Nice.
All right, so
Nice.
news and updates. There you
Yeah.
go. Papers
Papers. Yep. There it is.
and videos.
And videos. Wow.
So it's all there in,
Mm. 30 minutes.
yep,
30 minutes.
all
Yeah,
there in
cool.
3 minutes. So
Three. All right. So let's go through now. So we've gotten this draft. Where are we taking this now from like in order to get it more up to par
well,
to like filling in information, etc.,
the
etc.
first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this logo.
Uh,
Right. So here is the logo. Add it to the page. It's the first thing I'm going to do. But this logo is just a PNG, so it's probably not going to sit right because the background of this logo, this picture, is probably not transparent. So it's probably going to create a box,
oh,
a
that's fine.
white
I mean,
box with whatever.
yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
this is we're just showcasing persons what's possible, right? So they can deploy it to their business to realize that, oh my goodness, I don't have to sit around and wait on like a WordPress developer. I can go in, I can craft like a page for myself, right? I can take my logo, go on remove.bg and take it out. Like, yeah, I'm
definitely,
sure.
definitely. And what else we can also do is,
Mhm.
well, these videos should be coming from your backend. So we're
Yeah,
not going to showcase that
no,
today.
that
This,
would be too long.
yeah, these videos should be coming from a backend and being
Mhm.
populated. But the fact that it gave you a nice overlay
Mhm.
is a great starting point, a good frame to load the
Mhm.
video into. Where if you compared it to the NIS website right now, it's just like the video straight from YouTube. They embedded the link or however
Yeah.
they did that. So this would actually give you a nice frame
Mhm.
that would keep the different videos more homogeneous.
First of all, centered. Like if you notice the video on the NIS website is actually
Yep.
right
It's-
aligning in the
Yep.
first place.
So that's one thing. This also allows you to create mobile responsive websites a
Yeah.
whole lot easier. If
Mhm.
anyone has ever tried to do that manually, you realize that you have to cater to the different device types and
Mhm.
hand code that. Now you can start with just what I did, and it by default makes it responsive mobile. But
Yeah, this is yeah.
But there are some small nuances because as you add, or I've found that as you add content
Mhm.
later on and more components, that it
Right.
sometimes forget to make it mobile responsive. But all it takes is one prompt of, hey, make this mobile friendly, and
Mhm.
it fixes it.
And it fixes itself, right?
Okay, so the label's there. Sorry, the logo is there now.
Oh, it's added. Oh, because the background is white on the nav bar, so end up working out. Okay,
So
that's
it
sick.
works out fine. So
So it
Ministry of,
really shows you that you can also take your assets as well and combine it with these AI tools, these AI browser tools. It's pretty sick.
yep. And we have a lot of blank
Cards. Do
images
you think
here.
we could we make the cards look a bit more, a little more, a little better? Right. So could we take, for instance, like images from these cards and now like put them in as well? So make
Definitely.
the cards look, so make them actually look like cards. Have probably. Ooh, what we could do, I would love to showcase persons like, okay, we have these images, these placeholders, right? Let's get these images, let's get the text, and add like a read more button to show how we can now advance the UI.
Okay. So you want us to?
Yeah, let's take the images, or yeah,
Can I
do
get
the
the?
image, do the websites lead somewhere? Hey, we can just copy that, for instance. Yeah, let's copy it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's showcase like let's showcase for like two of them, like child labor and the What's the abilities foundation? Yeah, so we can showcase for 12.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to take that image, just download it, add it in Lovable, and I'm going to say under the agencies and department section for the card that has child labor, I want you to. You said you wanted to do? You want to make it?
Yeah, let's make it look like more like a card, like an actual UI card
Yeah.
with an image, text, and a button. So we can
The
showcase
card.
to persons how best we can advance a UI with from the template.
Mm-hmm. To
Yeah.
show an image. For the image. Do you want the text on the top of it, or do you want them to click it and the text to pop up?
Mm. Let's put the text on it, but truncate it for the
Okay.
screen. I think that would be nice.
With the image with the text that I'm going to add below. Um, truncate that text, but make the button clickable. Sorry, make the card clickable
Right.
so that when it is clicked, full text is shown. The text is shown. All right. Let's say here is the text. Boom.
Yep.
Copy the text, and let's see what it does.
Yeah, sick. Okay. Yeah, just like that, we're going to be able to see now how the AI model is going to go in and modify the specific part. I also know, if I remember correctly, Lovable has that feature where you can select on specific components. Is that?
Yes. It's not a
Is it that?
feature that I've used much,
Oh, okay. Okay.
so I couldn't even tell you where to do that,
Okay, no
as
problem.
well as if that's included in my plan right now. I'm not sure.
I think
What
it
it
was the
should
edit
do.
feature. The edit feature, I think it's the edit, like the one where you click on in the bar in the chat bar, like you hit edit in the chat bar. Is it that
Uh,
one?
oh,
Like
this?
edit, that one
Yeah,
where
it's
you can
probably this.
select. Yeah, okay. I was just wondering.
So let me just hit it afterwards.
Yeah,
All right. So
uh,
as you can see,
just like that.
let's compare that to what the ministry has currently.
Yeah,
Let's go back a page.
yeah,
So this is
and
what
just
the ministry has.
yeah, and just like that, we're able to create a mobile responsive card. Yeah.
We'll put it 50-50, so it's even. You
Hmm.
can see how the both websites perform, evenly. All
Yeah.
right, so where over here we have the child labor card. Over
Yeah.
here we have the child labor card, as you can see. The text is here. The text isn't long enough though. So
Oh, he created a modal pop-up. Nice. Oh, that's
okay, yeah, so it did truncate it. So harmful to
yeah,
children. When you click on it,
yeah.
what is it? Harmful to children, and then it adds the rest of the text afterwards.
Add a button so it can say like read more, so we can like know so we can have better UX designing principles
Yeah.
where persons can actually know that there's more to happen. That would be sick.
So I mean to add a button to the same child labor card that says read more.
Read more. Opens the modal. Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah.
Or what I like to do as well is I like to say, what's the word I'm for? Give me or show an overlay
Mm,
when the mouse hovers over the card,
nice.
um, that informs the user
Mm,
that they can click to read more.
nice.
So let's try the second option over the
Yeah, I think
first.
the second option would be sick. The second option would be sick.
So show
Yeah.
an overlay when the
Nice.
mouse hovers over the card. You can click to read more. Specify for all the um, cards in agencies and departments, just for uniformity, but specifically for the child labor, of which child labor card of which I am actively working on.
Mhm. Very good to mention and be specific for sure about what you're specifically working on as well. Helps so much when
Yep.
you're talking to AI. Like the more specific like con like I'm it's so trite, so cliche, but context is king, right? And just telling it, just brain dumping everything you can on what you're trying to achieve is gonna you're gonna get higher results, right? You can't be expected to put in one sentence and be getting like the Michelangelo, you know what I'm saying? So definitely persons need to realize that you need to be prompting, you need to be having that conversation.
All right. So
Mhm.
here it's telling us what it's doing. So it's
Yeah.
writing the code right here. And if you were to click it, you would see it writing the code in real time.
Get that away from me. Code. Ah.
Escape.
Oh goodness. Yeah. Oh, and to mention, you're able to edit that code, right? If you're a more technically inclined user, you're able to edit that.
This button up here, you just go to
Hmm.
the code viewer. It switches over to the code side of things, and you get the entire project.
Nice.
And if you know your way around React, which it's a lot simpler than people think it is. Because before using Lovable, I did not know React. Just saying.
Same, same,
But I
same.
do know a bit of React now, a fair
Hmm.
amount. So, right. So you can come around here, play around. If you're on a page, you go to the page, um, and you'll find React. These are all components, right? So this is what's on the page. So if you go over here in React, this is your header, hero section, agencies and section, whatever. So in React, you just go to components, and you will find your specific thing. So this is the code for the header.
Hmm. And are you able to download this code? Like, can you pull this code for yourself?
You can sync this project directly with your GitHub. There's a
Mm.
specific thing that I like to do that I may show you guys later. I
Yeah,
call it
no problem.
it's my cheat. It's not a cheat sheet. It's my, I don't know. It's my DevOps engineer experience working
Uh,
with me.
all right, flexing a bit of the knowledge there. All right, I love it. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, and there it is, the overlay. While we were talking, Agent was cooking in the background, and now we have an overlay. Look at
So,
that.
you just click to read more.
Click to read more. Sick,
And you could
sick,
always
sick,
edit the
sick.
overlay to make it a bit more transparent, change the color,
Mm,
tone down a bit, change the eye to whatever you like,
yeah.
things along that line. Um, so another thing we could do is, let's say we wanted to do all of these other ones.
Yeah.
Um, well, there's a lot of ways we could do this.
You could
Actually,
actually just take a screenshot of like each of them and just say, hey,
probably
what's up?
that's a good idea. That's not bad.
Because within the training data of every single large language model, some of them, especially the multimodal ones, some of them are pre-exposed to images. So a lot of them have images baked in that they can reference and use. Mind you, like we were talking about before, generic. Everyone is going to have access to the same images, and you can eventually update them. But for the purpose of this demo, showcasing you what's possible, we can just take like an overall screenshot of like the section and then just say, hey, based on the images that you have knowledge of, create this and give images to every single card within and give us some lore and give us some mock data. It's pretty
Let's do
sick.
that.
Nice.
So, can I click and drag here?
Hmm.
Yes, you can. Click and drag straight to the level.
Yeah, we can. Nice.
So, based on the image provided, all right, I
Hmm.
want you to populate the rest of the cards with images that are related, as
Hmm.
well as use, so what I'm looking for, use appropriate is not the word I'm looking for, text.
Yeah, it's fine. Appropriate copy based on the title. Appropriate copy. Yeah.
Place that copy in the modal truncated version
Okay. Yeah, that's sick.
at the front of the card.
Nice.
All right, let's see what Devil picks up.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. Okay. Okay, it's cooking now in the lab. Okay, sick. So in terms of getting this into the hands, like all right, let's say we're after this change, right? Let's say we're now happy with what we've developed here. We're looking now to get this into the hands of somebody else. How can I use your lovable NIS website? Like, how can I interface with it now?
Meaning that you want to go on and see it on the web.
Yeah, I wanna wait, where is my cellular device? I wanna open my phone and I wanna get access
Okay.
to the new 2025 lovable NIS website. Like, how can I do that?
All right, we'll do that. There's Lovable. It's so good that it gives you a simple button. So
Mm-hmm.
once I hit this button, the website is live, and
Okay.
anybody can reach it. This would be the URL.
Okay, I'll provide that in the link in description.
That would be the
So,
URL. Once I
mm,
hit the button on Lovable, the website is up.
okay.
You type in this URL, and you are there.
Okay. Okay, sick. And in terms of that review security button, oh, there it is. See, those are the same images that Lovable actually has access to already. And it just generates them for you as mock data.
All right. So as you can see, let's
So
look
could
at
we
an
see like,
example of the
yeah, that's
copy.
what it is. And it's there. You know what's interesting? It actually probably has knowledge about Jamaica.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Oh, that's sick.
It does. It does.
Yeah, because that would have probably been a part of his training set. Look at that. Nice. You know what's funny? I've seen these images on Unsplash.
I
Yeah. I've seen these I've seen these somewhere.
yep.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But that's also why
Yeah.
it's important that you go in and you tailor it
Mm.
to your brand and your identity, because
100%.
other than that, you are going to get some generic images, most
Hmm.
definitely. So they fit the context, but they're going to be, if 100 persons type in a similar prompt, they are
Mm.
probably 98 of you are going to end up with the same images.
Yeah,
So
no doubt.
you have to tailor it, and you have to use your own creative vision when you are still creating these websites.
Yeah.
So you can create something that is standout and unique. Because what
Hmm.
I strongly believe is going to happen is that, with the access to these tools, more people are going to get into doing it, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's going to become an issue where a lot of people have the same look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
a lot of
it's kind of happening already. Like if you notice, I'm a huge V0 guy.
yeah,
And V0, is based on ShadCN, right? You know a ShadCN website. Like if somebody doesn't
yeah,
prompt it in a particular way or add their own custom design, you find that yeah, it just kind of looks like any old generic ShadCN design.
pretty much, pretty much.
Yeah. Last thing that I want us to add before we hit publish,
Oh,
before we hit, oh, we already went ahead. Okay, yeah, so but while that publishes, right, I
yep.
want to showcase the persons that we can also add animations. That's the last thing I want to
Oh,
showcase here today. Yeah, I think that'd be sick. Because a lot of the websites, especially the Jamaican websites that are up right now, super static. They have no motion in them whatsoever. So I want you to showcase the persons. We can for the let's add in animation for the cards, right? Let's add in like file in like fade in left to right for the different cards here.
fading.
Hmm.
All right. So just help me prompt this out then, so I can see the vision that you are working with.
So
Uh-huh.
let's say on screen load, each card
Uh-huh.
fades in, all the cards on the left fade in from the left, and all the cards on the right fade in from the right. That's it. Yeah.
Cards on the left, the screen.
Yes, left of the
Fade
screen.
in from the left. All right.
Yeah.
Fading from the right.
Yeah. So we can show persons that you can also add motion. The website doesn't have to be this static, this old school static thing. We can add in like motion and we can breathe some life into it,
Into it.
without having to get a bit too complicated, right?
Might need more rows because it's only defaulted to 2 rows. So we could also change the,
The layout, actually.
yeah, such as say, make them smaller. Let it be
Hmm.
more rows and columns to complement
Yeah,
what
that'd
we
be sick,
decided.
actually.
So
That
instead
would
of
be
this
sick.
one big you know,
Hmm.
scroll wheel, you could actually make them a bit smaller to fit more like this.
Yeah, we can.
But let's see
Well, I
how
want to.
it works it out.
Yeah. Let's see how the vision of the motion comes through, and then we can tailor small little nuances like that as well. Yeah. So in the meantime, could you share with me that link,
That link.
the publish link? Yeah, I would love to just copy it, right? Yeah. So we can even click on it ourselves, right? So there it is. Yeah, right there, live already, viewable. I think there's a chat option you can go in. I
Yep.
want to. Yeah.
There's the link.
There you go. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone in the meantime while we wait. So yeah, so just like that, iKobi was able to get his website up already. And the beautiful thing about Lovable is that, let's say for instance, you wanted to attach your personal domain. Like obviously nobody wants policy pulse rebuild at lovable.web, right? So you're gonna have your own custom domain, your own URL from your business, right? You're gonna want to add that in. Lovable also gives you an option as well to add that in. I'm pulling it up on my phone right now. Is the animations finished?
It has, but I have not seen it. So if I rebuild
Refresh the
here
page. Okay.
or refresh here,
Mhm.
I have to scroll load. So I have no idea if it loaded before I scroll down.
All right, let's reprompt then. Okay, this is perfect. So we're not gonna go through a troubleshooting. So this show, could you showcase the persons now like how best can we troubleshoot?
So what my first initial thoughts on why we're not able to see it is that maybe
Mhm.
the fading animation is too quick. So
Ah,
let's increase the duration to
mhm.
see what happens. So
Okay.
currently, so first thing I'm gonna tell you the problem. So currently,
Mhm.
I am not seeing the fading animation. So what I'm going, so what I'm going to ask it to do is that I want this animation to happen when I scroll to that section, right?
Mhm.
So upon scrolling to this section, this is where I want that to see the animation start to happen.
Okay.
Just to ensure that it doesn't happen while I'm not seeing it, because then what's the
Right.
point of that? And then I'm going to also ask it to probably increase the duration to maybe, I don't know how long a good fading animation should take, maybe two
Yes.
seconds.
Yeah. Just say double the fading animation time. You know that tends to help me.
So on. I want you to only do the fade scroll to that set.
And so while you type that prompt, I'm gonna show persons on my phone that we do have indeed a live website. There it is. It's there. Yep. I'm using it right now. Yep. And my phone is in black and white because of my settings, but yeah, you guys get the idea. Yeah, there it is.
Animation.
It's
I'll
there.
scroll to the set of components so that the user can see it. So the animation is not wasted by being done side of the user. And two, double the duration of the current fading because maybe it is currently.
Let's
And if
go.
you were a technical user, you could have just
Uh,
went over to the code to go check it yourself.
right, right.
But then what's the point of using this if you're going to go do all of that?
That is so true. So true. I find myself only really going over to the coding section if it's like something that is very, very minimal. Like I just need to change like the title of something, for instance.
Mm.
Like you know.
Let's see what's happening here now. Said it did it.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Hey,
We'll reload again.
let's refill the page. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Just
Let's
like that.
scroll down
So if we
and
scroll
boom.
down,
Oh,
see, hey,
just like that.
just
Just
like
like
that. So we have a fully mobile responsive website that has animations and it can eventually get more of your own images and custom copy on it. And the website is live right now. Can you believe that? What's that? How long? This call's been going on for 46 minutes? Crazy. It's
46
crazy
minutes.
what's achievable now with AI.
It's incredible. So much
Incredible.
opportunity for so much people to
Yeah.
actually add more value to the world and
Yeah.
for us to improve our daily lives. Because a lot of these things, would have been so difficult to make that it wouldn't have been worth the time or effort.
Yeah.
But now we can create such things that we can improve our government systems, improve things for our homes, improve things for smaller businesses so that they seem
Yeah.
more professional and they're
Mhm.
able to add more value to their client base while we add more value to them. So, very happy for AI, thankful for AI and the opportunity that it
Yeah.
has created for a lot of us.
Okay, iKobi, is there anything you want to let the persons know? Like any kind of closing remarks here?
Not nothing immediate came to mind, but there's a lot of times that, we're in different eras. I'm only 24, 25, so
Yeah.
but there's a lot of books that I've read that people who fail to pivot during global shifts either fade away very quickly
Yeah.
or struggle. So it's best to learn to not get too attached to these things because anything is possible. And it's
Okay.
always good to keep learning. So yes, you spent years learning React, and yes, you spent years learning some other framework, and now AI can do that for you or empower the non-technical person
Yeah.
to do that. It's best not to look at AI as this evil, but instead look at it in the lens that, oh, if the non-technical person can use this to create such a thing, what can I, as a technical person, build with this? Because we already have such years of experience. We already have a certain mindset. Right. So it would be way easier for us to grab these tools and create and improve and add value for the people in our circles and our lives and our countries. A whole
Amazing.
lot better.
Would
So
you say, I want to hear your opinion on this while we wrap up here. Would you say that there's a difference between a person who is a developer or even non-technical user who is not leveraging these tools versus a developer who's leveraging the tools? Like, who do you think is gonna get more left behind? Like, I'm a Python guy, I'm a backend engineer, AI guy. What's the difference between a AI powered backend engineer versus a just a regular backend engineer?
I'm going to say very little. And I'll tell you
Mm,
why I say very little.
okay.
Because there's another specialty area that's really empowering both those guys.
Mm,
And that specialty area would be the DevOps guy. If you're in an enterprise that has a DevOps guy, then they've created the pipeline for your code to get merged and they've created the infrastructure. So there will be no difference between the AI powered backend developer and the regular backend developer in actually writing that code and
mm,
then pushing to whatever repo that then goes through that pipeline and gets pushed to production or staging or QA or whatever.
mm,
There's no difference there, right? But what a technical guy, the knowledge that I'm counting on the technical guy to have over the non-technical guy is actually some knowledge of the infrastructure that maybe a DevOps guy would specialize in. So the technical guy doesn't need to know all of that necessarily, right? But they would already have some understanding of it, should already have some experience with it. And that technical guy, would then be able to create something that is safer and more,
mm.
not gonna say more user friendly, because if they're both using AI, then they could get about the same amount in usability. But at least that technical guy would know the do's and don'ts of software. So improve security in what they're doing, because that's probably the most important thing in software. You don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
have hundreds of thousands of users and then the data is up for grabs by anybody. You
yeah.
don't
It's
want to have
funny.
an API key published and know you're losing thousands, or you get one big $100,000 bill in your small business. You have no idea where this bill came from because you
Mm,
exposed the API key and somebody grabbed it and exploited
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
truthfully, I
Security
think
is for
in
sure
this day,
paramount.
I think that's the most important thing. Having knowledge of infrastructure, because as we can see right now, AI can do a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of code.
Mm-hmm.
But infrastructure is really where every technical person needs to get their feet wet and learn some infrastructure and architecting infrastructure to move forward in the current technical space, tech space. Yeah.
I agree. If persons wanted to learn more about infrastructure, where can they find you, iKobi? Where can they hit you up at?
Currently, I'm just on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
So I'm at
What's your
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn? Your LinkedIn
iKobi
name is your
Lynch.
name?
Just my name, iKobi Lynch.
Okay,
And
iKobi
people
Lynch.
can reach out to me there. I'm working on improving my online presence. I'm going to have to ask tips for the host here to help me.
uh, I try. I try.
But you can just
Hmm.
reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm very responsive. Um, I don't have an ego. I don't feel like I'm better than whoever. So I'm very helpful when it comes to questions, because I once struggled. So I understand
Yeah.
that pain. So I'm very, very helpful in that regards. So yeah,
iKobi, thank you so much for coming in, showcasing persons from of Lovable. People know where to find you. Anything you have building coming up in the pipeline, like anything you got going on?
I do have quite a few things coming up. But
Uh-huh.
they're not things that I can
No,
make
understand.
public. Yeah.
We understand. We understand. Okay. Well, for one, I'm looking forward to those projects coming up. I'll be tuning in on your LinkedIn to view those projects as they drop. iKobi, thank you so much for coming out, showcasing non-technical and technical persons, the power of Lovable.dev. Bro, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jonathan. Thank you.
Anytime, brother.
All right.